Thing at the Foot of Roger's Bed, based on the story The Thing at the Foot of the Bed, as told by Maria Leach. Long ago, long before the first coronavirus pandemic, there was a growing, vibrant, socially not distanced village called Bolingbrook, and it was ruled by the all-powerful Mayor Roger. Now, Roger loved being mayor, and he loved his subjects, but he really hated his underlings that he had to deal with every single day. So one day, Roger was in his office, and not in a good mood as usual, and his trustee Mike walks in. Mike, Roger said, "What can you tell me about Americana Estates? How many homes we have left?" And then Mike says, "Oh, we've got 50 units left for sale." Wait a minute. Last week we had 49 units to sale. What happened? I think maybe Bolingbrook was just too awesome for the buyers and they were kind of intimidated and... Roger was not impressed. All right. What really happened? Well, there's a rumor going around that, just a rumor, that the evil Cook County Democrats and their monstrous leader, Michael Madigan, have summoned a monster. Yeah, I know, it's silly. Go on. Well, basically, there's a rumor going around that this monster, will go into all the homes of each and every home of Americana Estates and scare the people, and then they get so scared they want to leave. And when the new buyers hear about that, they kind of get scared, and the awesomeness of Bolingbrook is not enough, but I can fix it. How? Well, I'm working on it right now, but I can do it. I am the guy who sold a tax hike as a tax cut, and I rebranded the garbage check as a garbage fee, and thus made it look like we were reducing taxes. So I can... Shut up. Roger thought for a few moments. There's only one way for me to stop this. I'm going to have to sleep over at one of the houses. We did furnish them all, right? Oh, yeah, we furnished the empty units. Good. So I'd have to bring my damn bed over. All right. I'm going to sleep over tonight. Even though I don't want to. But that's what I have to do to get rid of these rumors, then I will. Get out of here. So that night, Roger went over to one of the homes, unlocked it. It was furnished. It had a few lights and some electricity. And he made himself at home, but as much as he could. But it was nothing like his grand home it's further to the south. And after he made himself at home, ordered out some food, and then had a brief chat with his granddaughter and told her a bedtime story, which near the end he said, "And so Baron and Pearl found their forever home, and the two cats lived happily ever after for a little while. Aw. Good night. I love you. Goodbye." He shut it off and got ready for bed. You have to spend this time here. Why? It's like, who can really believe there are monsters around here in this day and age? God damn it. I swear, my village has too many idiots sometimes. God, now I'm going to go to bed. And I'm going to wake up, and I'm going to dispel this whole thing. And so, Roger went to bed. After tossing and turning for a little bit, he finally went to sleep. Then, at some point in the night, he woke up. It was almost pitch black, but there was a glow. He looked up over his bed and he saw what appeared to be two glowing eyes staring back at him. He focused a bit, squinted, and noticed that the eyes were kind of squarish, kind of with round. And then he asked, Bob, is that you? Is this your idea of a joke? No response. And then he could see a little bit clearer. The head was kind of lumpy, and then it kind of peaked where the eyes were, kind of like a triangle. And the eyes still glowed and stared back at him. Mike, this is not funny. Still no response. The thing stared back at him with its glowing eyes. Madigan, are you trying to scare me? Because you can't scare me! No, the thing looked back at it, unmoved. As if something could be unmoved in the presence of Roger. Roger didn't know what to do. Was there really a thing in front of him? He waited a bit. It still stared at him, unmoved, unintimidated. So, Roger reached under his pillow and pulled out a paddle from his old grade school principal days. And then he leaned up, raised the paddle, said, You thing, you go to hell and take Madigan with you! And swung! And there was a scream. Roger's voice echoed throughout Americana Estates. Lights went on. It was and then there was silence. Well, as it turns out, Roger slapped his own feet. The bed he was sleeping in had holes in the sheets, and it reflected his two big toes were exposed. And the street lights were reflecting off of his toes, so that's why they appeared to glow. And so it looked like a thing. Now, fortunately, he didn't break any bones. He just hurt his feet. And next day he woke up, stumbled up, limped out of bed, got dressed, and told everyone there was no monster. He got through the night just fine. And a few weeks later, that home was sold, and he lived happily ever after for a little while.